Hello everybody, greetings from San Diego, California. What are we doing here, you might ask? I must confess, maybe I've been keeping something from you guys. I'll explain, but before that, let's go back to yesterday, which was the time when we took an airplane from Miami to San Diego. And then I'll explain. Well, greetings from Miami International Airport.
At this point, many of you will know what's going on, right? But first, some grub.
What are we doing at Miami International Airport, you might ask? Well, besides having an IPA, we're boarding a plane, of course. We're going to California. What are we doing in California? Well, you'll soon find out, and I'm not going to be filming anything on the plane because it's going to be a night flight, and we didn't get a window seat, so nothing to see. We ordered a Cuban sandwich here at La Carreta, and I'll see you on the other side of the country.
We got tostones and a decent Cuban sandwich. Here we go. Yes, the Tunnel of Freedom.
As I said, I have a confession to make. Yes, I bought a new camera. But that's not it. As you probably know, for many years I've been longing for a Class C RV with no slides and a big table, permanent bed, or at least a Murphy. And I decided to see if I could find one. So that's why we came here to San Diego.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah. We're going to a suburb called Santee.
Good morning. Here we are at the Roadway Inn. If what we've planned works out, it's going to be very exciting times. Yeah, we're surrounded by mountains, but there's nothing really nearby. There's a couple of restaurants walking distance. That's about it.
We ordered some breakfast.
Well, we were originally going to meet here at this parking lot, but it is an oversized vehicle. Oops, I said too much. So we're going to meet at a nearby shopping mall. Okay, I'll let you in on a little secret. We came to see an RV.
And there it is, the one that got away.
Well, unfortunately, that didn't work out. There it goes, right there.
We're going to make the best of it. In the original plan, we were going to buy that RV. We would get acquainted with it over the next couple of days, store it, and then eventually come back and drive it back to Florida. Since that didn't happen, now we have a couple of extra days here in San Diego. We're going to rent a car so we can explore this great city, and tomorrow we're moving to a more centrally located hotel.
Here we are at the rental car center. Let's look for K14. Oh, here we go. This is our car.
Now that we have a car, we're going to stop by Old Town San Diego for lunch. Here we have public parking. And even though the restaurant we want to go to has its own parking lot, we want to explore after, so we're gonna park here.
All of a sudden, I feel sleepy.
This restaurant, Casa Guadalajara, comes highly recommended. And us being so close to Mexico here, right? Mexican food has got to be good.
Cheers.
We got a giant margarita. And the courtyard here has great ambience. Good chips and salsa.
It's the ultimate green burrito. That is amazing.
Now, after that magnificent meal, we're going to explore Old Town here a little bit. I just love the California vegetation.
Well, I do not exaggerate when I tell you that was probably the tastiest burrito I've ever had. It's that good. We're stuffed.
Old Town San Diego, very colorful, very touristy. It is actually a historic state park with many original buildings from the 1800s and museums. Of course, we're here during the Christmas holiday, as this is the second to last video from 2024. Nice bell tower, which belongs to the Church of the Immaculate Conception. The first Mass was celebrated here in 1769, although the current structure was built between 1868 and 1917. Yeah, there were a bunch of delays and even a fire. Yeah, this is beyond the touristy. I'm still kind of bummed out that the RV didn't quite pan out, but it wasn't the right one. The main thing, besides not being very well kept, the chassis had a lot of rust on it.
Well, obviously that particular trend didn't quite pan out to be the one, but we're gonna keep on searching, you know? And who knows? Maybe we'll find something especially well maintained. That's the key word. Something that is well maintained, that is clean, that looks good, and within that 2015 to 2017 year range. Now let's continue exploring here, Old Town.
One more thing, the last nail on the coffin. The generator wouldn't start, so I told the guy, "Thank you for your time, for showing it to us, but we're going to pass."
Let me tell you, very nice, very pleasant walking around here in Old Town, and look at the weather. We're enjoying such perfect Southern California weather here. You know, it is fairly dry. Right now it's probably 70 degrees, maybe high 60s. Sunny, not a cloud in the sky. It's very cool, you know, to be able to jump on a plane. As much as I like, you know, driving across the country, it's very cool to be able to jump on a plane, even if you are enduring 5 hours of discomfort and landing here. I feel like I've been here for a lot longer.
Now, as I said, we're going to enjoy some time here in San Diego, which seems to be such a great town. Oh, and some great California weather to go with it. Let's check out Fiesta de Reyes here. They have live music. Ooh, that's a good song. The band is called Mariachi Los Trinos Fusion. It's like a party.
Well, that was unexpectedly lively. Now we're gonna see if we can catch the sunset somewhere nearby. Our first sunset over the Pacific of this trip. Yeah, this was totally impromptu coming here. Well, we of course had to do it on our first sunset here over the Pacific. We have to come see it, right? And yeah, I don't know how much of a spectacular sunset is going to be from up here, but yeah, it's totally a thing, and there's a bunch of people here. I mean, check it out. It's like the entire county is here looking at the sunset.
Look at all the surfers. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on, but they're still there. I think we got a little bit of a green flash.
I want to tell you about our longtime sponsor, Surfshark VPN, sponsoring this video. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and its main function, it creates a secure private connection between your devices and the internet. Particularly important at a place like this when you're away from your RV, and at some point you're going to have to connect to that potentially insecure Wi-Fi network at a coffee shop, hotel, restaurant, and that's its main function. You know, someone could be eavesdropping on that connection and potentially stealing your passwords, your identity. We don't want that to happen. Now, it has other functions, of course. My favorite, it's the fact that you can teleport yourself virtually pretty much anywhere around the world. They have servers everywhere. And the reason for this is, you know, there may be some content that is not available at your current location, but it's available somewhere else. So why not be that somewhere else, right? Very easy. There's a menu, and you can select different countries, different cities. Let's say I want to be in Australia, you know, because I want to watch something that is available in Australia. Boom, you are connected, and within a few seconds, you're in Australia. So I have a very special deal for you guys. By the way, unlimited devices. So you can install it anywhere, your phone, your computer, your streaming device, game console. Just go to surfshark.com/myrv and you type promo code MyRV at checkout, and you get up to 4 months for free. Well, good morning. Yeah, this is my new camera. I don't know, the jury's still out. But anyway, here we are at the Roadway Inn, about to check out, and let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, it's dated. It even has a bathtub, and the whole room is kind of dated, especially, you know, it has these surfaces here, and the mouse doesn't work on these surfaces. So we almost went ahead and bought what do you call those? Oops, yeah, that's the one thing about this camera. Anyway, we almost bought a mouse pad. Well, here we are. We're about to check out. And I mean, if it wasn't so far away from the center of town, this might have been totally adequate. But we want to get close to downtown, be a little closer to everything. And let me turn off some lights here, you know, save the planet. And I mean, we have like 5 hours to kill until check-in time. So we're going to go, you know, just drive around town. Unless we can leave the bags in the hotel. Maybe we'll do that. All right, let's go. Saying goodbye to the Roadway Inn. Make sure we didn't leave anything. No. Oh, by the way, another thing, the folks who run this place, super, super nice. The place is super, super clean, spotless, impeccable. Oh, I almost got into the wrong car. Here we go. Oh, did I mention they have free ice? Yeah, free ice. All right, we're gonna call the Holiday Inn Express, and see if they can let us check in early, you know. Why not? It's Sunday.
is it. Let's check in. Starship would barely fit in here.
Right, let me give you a quick room tour here. We're staying at the Holiday Inn Express, San Diego Airport, Old Town. Which is a mouthful, but let me tell you, let me turn the camera here because it's pretty nice. I'm still getting used to this DJI Osmo. I don't know why they gave us two queen beds. I mean, by the way, here we are. We were able to do an early check-in, and this is very nice. We have the TV, we have a place to put our bags, closet. Yeah, I didn't really show you the other. Oh, Keurig machine. This is essential. Every hotel should have some kind of coffee machine. Nice, large fridge. Let me tell you, you can put a lot of IPAs in there. Actually, did you get to see that? I'm still getting used to the narrower angle, of this camera. I may have to invest in the wide angle lens. But anyway, let me show you our view here, which is a beautiful view of the freeway and the San Diego airport. Yeah, I-10, I-5, I believe. Anyway, we're gonna get settled here. And let me show you the bathroom. And here's the bathroom. Here we have a nice, actually a very nice mirror. I like these mirrors with the lights all around them, and the nice shower. This one, however, does not have a bathtub, but hey, you can't have everything, right? Anyway, let's get settled, let's get ready, and hit the road. We have a whole day, three full days ahead of us here in San Diego.
This is a nice common area here by the swimming pool. Can you tell we haven't been to a hotel in a while? At least not a nice one like this one. Let's continue exploring the hotel here.
Here we go, this is our terraza.
Nice place to have a cocktail, perhaps. Oh wait, there's no lobby bar.
With great views of I-5, the airport, and downtown in the distance.
Anyway, this is very nice, but we should get underway.
Well, here we are. People are gonna think we're from Idaho.
I haven't had to rent a car in a while either. Our first stop is going to be the Liberty Public Market, one of the locations of Stone Brewing Company. And with us, breweries are totally a thing. Check out this old John Deere. Let's check out the market here, which is actually pretty big. This used to be a Navy training center which closed in 1993 and eventually got developed into this.
That should be out shortly for you
All
guys.
right, thank you. Just the Dipa. Birria melt, croquettes, and tortilla soup.
Yeah, that was pretty delicious brewery food. Now let's walk around a little bit. This is a nice outdoor area, and the Southern California weather is perfect for this kind of outdoor venue. Here we have this pretty cool fountain. We even have koi here.
This is like Hotel California, we can't find the way out. Well, here we are. Beautiful body of water, and that's the airport right there.
Here we have a great view of downtown, with the airport in the foreground.
Check that out. Well, here we are, San Diego. We are fairly close to the airport, of course. You can see downtown in the distance. That looks like RV storage, and then on this side we have boats. And such a quintessentially California view here. Anyway, I think we're gonna start. We're gonna do like a circle, you know. First we're gonna go north, then south, and we'll see what we can see along the way.
Say whatever you want about California, but this is an awesome place to visit. It's certainly got this certain glamour. One of the unique things I've always noticed about the West Coast, and it is something we don't experience where I'm from, is what they call the marine layer. Those low clouds, or fog, that forms along the Pacific Ocean coast. And that's what we have here in front of us. I find it peculiar. It can be perfectly warm and sunny inland, and all of a sudden, it is cloudy and chilly. Luckily, this marine layer usually starts burning off as the day progresses. Our destination is the farthest north we're going to go on this particular trip. We're going to Oceanside to reminisce on the first time I drove across the country several years ago. I didn't really plan it that way, but this is where old Kia, my 15-year-old SUV, finally reached the Pacific Ocean. Driving cross-country is something that if you have the opportunity, I think you should do at least once. It certainly gives you an idea, a perspective of the vastness and the diversity of landscape and climate of the North American continent. This is the very spot where on January 2018, right after visiting Quartzsite and Slab City among other places, I dropped Minitini, the original, at Lake Cahuilla near La Quinta and drove old Kia here just to see the Pacific, proving that I had driven from one ocean to another for the first time. Here's that older vehicle and the younger Robert. Oh no, road closed. Let's turn around. Let's try and find parking. I mean, there's plenty around here, but I want to be closer to the pier. Did I mention I really like these skinny California palm trees?
Well, here we are. We've made it to Oceanside, California. And yeah, I came here back in, when was it? In the beginning of 2018, part of our first trip to the West, my first trip to the West End. I don't think any of these buildings were here. All this was under construction because we're coming up on a very important landmark here, which is, and I'm gonna show you, the Top Gun house. Check it out. Here we go, the Top Gun house, which nowadays it is a pie shop.
When I was here in 2018, it was in disrepair and everything around it was bare land getting ready for construction. And now we have all this.
Cool.
Here we have some posters and photos from that legendary movie.
Here, of course, Maverick's motorcycle, or a similar one to the one in the movie. The house was built in 1887.
Yes, it is older than I thought.
Yeah, I really like visiting, movie filming locations like this one. Anyway, this town is quintessential Southern California with its skinny palm trees and all that. We might walk on the pier a little bit, although, as you can see, the marine layer is rolling in, so I don't know if that's gonna be worth it.
Pretty big condos here, dwarfing the historic house. It's still a little foggy, but Not as bad as when we got here first.
Well, yeah, this is kind of a better view. All right, let's walk on the pier. Here we are. Dating back to 1925. Well, yeah, if you recall, I may not do it this time around, but I went down there and tasted the water back in 2018. And it tastes about the same as the Atlantic.
Surfing seems to be such a great part of the California culture. I mean, they are everywhere. Sometimes you do catch a good wave. I don't know much about surfing, but he seems to be pretty good. Ooh, and we've got dolphins.
Well, I guess this is as far as we can go.
Oh, there's a restaurant down there. Anyway, let's go somewhere else. Not before saying goodbye to fabulous Oceanside, California. I feel like we didn't spend enough time here. But this was really a bonus. This whole trip, none of this was part of any plan. Next time we need to spend a couple of days just in Oceanside alone. This whole California coast, I mean, you could spend a year and not see it all. We're going back south towards San Diego. I was hoping to park here at Del Mar for a little bit, but there's some kind of event going on, so we're gonna keep on pushing south. Had we bought that Class C, maybe we could have parked somewhere along this coast, if only for day use. The weather doesn't look promising, but we're gonna try to find a spot to see the sunset. Although it doesn't really look like there's going to be any kind of good sunset today over the Pacific. Now arriving in La Jolla Shores to be exact. I wonder what one of these houses might cost. I mean, what a beautiful part of the world this is. To think, last week we were enjoying ourselves in the Florida Keys. Now, here we are, on the other side of the country, chasing a dream.
Hey, pelican! It's a Pacific pelican.
The freakiest thing is that just a mile or two inland, it is probably sunny and much warmer. Let's walk around a little bit.
Check out these weird trees here.
Do you think they are juniper? They kind of look the part. Someone please let me know.
I wonder what these trees are here. And there's people barbecuing right here on the beach. Well, the idea today was to to come and enjoy the sunset. But as you can see, that's probably not gonna happen. I mean, the marine layer has rolled in, and it's still beautiful. I mean, look at this beautiful coastline. I mean, it's quite amazing, but yeah. The one thing you can't control is the weather, right?
Someone's having a birthday celebration right here on the sand. That's pretty cool. Californians certainly know how to enjoy their public beaches. I wonder if you have to get a permit for that, or you just show up with your stuff and make a campfire. So many good-looking restaurants around here, but we're still kind of full, believe it or not, from what we ate at the brewery. Besides, we have tickets for something very special tonight.
Fly pelicans! Oh my god, so many pelicans! Well, we tried, but it doesn't look like sunset is going to happen today. And check out these palm trees. They have like, maybe you think the water came up to this level, and that's why all of them, the bottom is kind of like a tumor in a sense. I don't know. Anyway, beautiful. It's beautiful here, La Jolla. It's quite the jewel. See what I did there?
Let me tell you what we're gonna do. I don't really feel comfortable driving at night in an unfamiliar city, let alone downtown, so we're going to park the rental at the hotel, and then we're gonna take an Uber downtown.
Getting an Uber.
We came to Seaport Village. It seems like a good spot from which to walk to where we're going. Besides, we may get something to eat as well. And here they have this indoor carousel. It is very lively, but I don't know if we're gonna have time to have a proper meal, so we're just gonna fast until later.
Yeah, I was hoping to get something to eat here, but we don't have time right now. We have tickets for the ship. What is it called?
We're going to the USS Midway, where they're having a Christmas light show called Jingle Jets. And here we have a boat parade as well. There, that's where we're going. And this is the bad thing about filming during the holidays. These videos become dated quickly since I published this months after the fact. It seems brightly lit up, although at some point I would like to come and see it without the lights. You know, as the war machine that it once was.
Welcome aboard. Oh, this is really cool. Hey!
The hangar here is as you would normally see these legendary airplanes in their historical context.
That thwarted Japan's advance toward our ally, Australia.
This is really cool.
Yeah, this is the kind of museum that I like. Here they are singing Christmas carols, which actually sound really good, but I'm only going to play you a little bit. I don't want to infringe on anything here.
A Merry Christmas. Christmas, everyone.
I think the next thing is going up to the flight deck. And here they have like a food concession. We are now up on the flight deck.
It is somewhat surreal to see all these Christmas decorations among all these machines of war. I mean, the juxtaposition is kind of odd, but it's really cool to be here and be able to see, you know, this historic ship under this unique circumstances, only available this time of the year.
Here we get to go inside one of the airplanes. And yes, it is all decorated in here too. It is certainly odd, borderline disturbing. I don't know. I don't think Christmas decorations and warplanes are a good combination, but maybe I'm missing the point.
Yeah, well, all this makes you forget you're actually standing on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier. I mean, look over there. It's like, but it's just like a Christmas light show. Yeah, there are two pilots in there. Trust me.
Let's step inside one of these helicopters.
Out on outside?
Oh, look at this.
It is actually very spacious in here. Very cool to see. Well, I think we've had enough fun for one night.
Well, that was very interesting. Very cool to see all the Christmas decorations. Now, someday I would like to come and see it, in its natural state. Maybe we'll come at a different time of the year, but this is the kind of museum that I like to visit. Good morning, greetings once again from San Diego. Yeah, not used to this car. Anyway, today we're going to the world famous San Diego Zoo. Should be fun.
Yes, I have always heard of the mythical San Diego Zoo, so this is our chance to visit. Ooh, traffic jam, but in such a beautiful setting, I almost don't mind.
Well, we've made it to the parking lot. I think the GPS took us through the wrong entrance, but I see the sign there, San Diego Zoo. Let's do it. Check it out.
They've got a great sculpture of a lion, pouncing.
Simba. The first thing we're gonna do is Panda Ridge. We have timed tickets and there is an elevator to get there. We have beautiful weather here today in San Diego once again. How much time we have? We still have 15 minutes. Wow, look at that.
Normally we are not zoo or aquarium people, not necessarily our thing, but this is such an iconic zoo. We really had to do it. Besides, they have pandas.
Eating bamboo. And if it's not eating bamboo, it'll be taking a nap after eating bamboo. Because when you're a giant panda, that's really about all that you do.
Here we have a red panda, which lives in the Himalayas and China, and is most closely related to a raccoon or a skunk than a panda bear.
Yeah.
You see it brown still on the right?
There, up on the ridge, we have a real giant panda bear, napping, which is apparently what they do most of the time. I'm not even sure exactly what part of the animal we're looking at. Here we have another one, just walking around in circles. It must be a boring life, that of the captive giant panda.
Maybe some Pepsi.
Here's once again our roaming red panda. Now taking a break. And this giant panda decided to take a break too.
Panda on the move.
We could stay here for hours, staring at the panda, but this is a very popular attraction, so we only have a few minutes. Here's a better view at the giant panda sleeping up on the ridge.
Way up there. Well, yeah, they have a pretty cool app where you can find your way. We're gonna look for polar bears.
No polar bears yet, but we found this curious monkey. Poor fella looks sad. That must be the Red River hog. Can't really see it now, can we?
And there should be an otter somewhere.
That's a funny monkey right there. Now we get to see the hog.
Hello, Mr. Hippo. Here we've got the flamingos.
A free bird outside the cage.
Well, they did say uneven terrain, and here we have a little bit of an uphill climb. Majestic.
He's like, leave me alone. I'm just chilling here. Nothing better to do. I'm just gonna eat. Here we have a skinny-legged youngling. Now let's check out the polar bears, for real. No polar bear sighting yet. Not as pretty as the one in the brochure, but then again, He probably really misses the ice of the Arctic, having to endure the warm climate of Southern California. Is that ice they're sprinkling on him?
There. Polar bear on the move.
That does not look like a happy bear. Let's continue. Let's see what else they have here. Here we have a buntebok antelope from South Africa. This one has a very elegant gait. I guess that's the southern Gerenik. Here we have a mountain lion. Well, meow. We have to get on that sky ferry before we go.
Oh, check it out.
Very cool view with the tower and an airplane landing behind it. Oh, and the sky ferry.
Well, yeah, so far San Diego Zoo here lives up to the hype. And not only because of the animals and all that, it's a great setting, beautiful weather today. You got that view of where you saw the church with the airplanes, and we got to take that air safari at some point. And now we're gonna see if we can see lions and elephants, and yeah, great elevation change here. Still getting used to this camera. Yeah, I thought we were gonna spend like 2 hours here. It's gonna be a little more than that.
Here's an even better view, and the bells are even tolling now. Here we have the lioness, guarding the pride, while the Lion King takes a nap.
Simba.
They have these bird of paradise flowers everywhere.
Oh, hello there.
A tapir. They are odd looking, aren't they?
Hello, fellas.
It's a capybara from South America.
Here we have some fossils. Well, here we have ancient extinct animals. Oh, here we have an elephant. Fantito.
What we really want to see is elephants. Real ones.
I see an elephant.
Here it comes. I guess that's how they lure them, to get them to move from cage to cage. Pretty cool to see the process. There it is, the majestic and wrinkled elephant.
We've got camels. Un camello en Hialeah.
Yes, camels are really cool too. It's fitting time. Yes, they are very funny looking. It is such a great and such a big zoo, it probably deserves its own standalone video. Oh, by the way, the lion woke up. Alright, let's get on that sky ferry.
Well, here we are on the Sky Safari. This is really cool. And I thought it was like an enclosed thing, but we are like out here. Great views all around. And check out the bridge down there.
We haven't really been to this part of the zoo yet because when we arrived, we rushed to see the panda since we had timed tickets. We cannot forget the bugs. Yeah, they are animals too. Here we have the Madagascar hissing cockroach.
Here we go. There's a koala up there, so that's a sign that that's where we're going. At all these totem poles here. The Australian outback.
There it is, the koala, which, by the way, is not a bear. It is a marsupial.
There we go.
There are so many interesting species in this world. Last but not least, we have giraffes. Fascinating. Ew, now I cannot unsee that.
There you go. Well, we've spent like 4 hours here at the zoo. Have we seen everything? Not by a long shot, but we saw, I think, like the most iconic stuff, right? Beginning with the pandas and the koalas. I mean, it's been good. We might return one day, someday, but I think we can check the San Diego Zoo off that list. Now we're gonna see if we can get something to eat and get a panoramic view of the city, if you will, and then look for a place to see the sunset. Maybe those cliffs that we failed to go to yesterday. And then back to the hotel because we do have to get some work done today.
It is not only the great variety and diversity of animals or the sheer size. The natural beauty and climate of Southern California is certainly a bonus.
And that's it for the San Diego Zoo.
Oh, much busier now. We're going downtown. We're going to an area called Gaslamp Quarter, a historic Victorian-era district. This seems nice. Lots of restaurants. Let's look for parking. I think we're gonna do this parking garage. $1 per hour. That is not bad for big city parking.
Well, found parking downtown. I believe this area is called Gaslamp District. And we're gonna go get something to eat at. It was highly rated. Hopefully it's good. Well, let's go that way.
Well, here we are.
Please see host. Okay.
Very cool spot.
This is it. Carl's Truss, Tower X. Chicken wrap and hot chicken sandwich.
That was very good. Now let's go somewhere where we can see the sunset, and at the same time, we got a great view of the city. We've got great weather, and I think I know the perfect spot. Very nice residential downtown. Let me tell you, I did not know I was going to like San Diego this much.
That's the entrance to the Gaslamp District Quarter, Gaslamp Quarter. Yeah, I couldn't show you how we got here because GoPro overheated, as they do. But we are at Cabrillo National Monument, and we're gonna get, well, here we got some commanding views of the Pacific Ocean, but now we're gonna get some, oh, I said it again, commanding, some outstanding views of the city on the other side.
Cabrillo National Monument commemorates the landing of Portuguese explorer Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo in San Diego Bay on September 28, 1542.
There he is, Cabrillo. Oh yes, Cabrillo National Monument. Let's check it out. The monument, there's a lighthouse too. And basically the view of the city, which is, I think, what most people come here for.
Ooh, that tiny boat really gives you a sense of scale.
Yeah, here we are, and as I promised, we've got outstanding views of the bay here. What am I looking at? Well, this down here is the naval station over there, and in the end, in the distance, downtown, El Cajon Mountains. I mean, there are mountains all over the place. We just can't see them just because of that marine layer, and today is not even the fog is not even that thick, but still, yeah, this is gonna be one of the best views. Let's go see Cabrillo. The statue is right there. It's just like a 5-minute walk. By the way, kind of chilly up here. It's probably in the 50s, but it's, you know, with the breeze and as night falls, it's starting to feel a lot colder than that. Let's go see Cabrillo and we go back. By the way, free with my America the Beautiful annual pass.
They do have a visitor center with all kinds of exhibits.
Here's a representation of a Spanish galleon. You know, how they would store all the wine. I mean, no, that's probably gunpowder. I have no idea. It should read, right? Livestock, I mean, they had all kinds of stuff.
In true national park fashion, or national monument in this case, it is very well made. Lots of information.
The instruments of navigation, huh? Well, the machine took our 250 and didn't give us any water, so if we dehydrate, it's their fault, and they owe me 250. Let's go see Cabrillo.
By the way, the view from this vantage point should be spectacular as well.
Check it out. The ship is sailing.
There he is, Cabrillo, and sunset is upon us. Maybe we can see it from the lighthouse.
There he is, Cabrillo. As the sun begins to fade here. Check it out.
Seeing the ship and the sailboat really gives you a sense of scale. We are at over 400 feet of elevation here. Ooh, interesting vegetation too.
All right, let's get out of here. It's freezing. Maybe we'll still get to get a glimpse of the sunset. Bye, Cabrillo.
Here's some more information about Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo. Oh, it's going to be another great Pacific Ocean sunset.
Well, sunset is upon us, but I'm gonna see if we can go all the way to the lighthouse to see it from there. I mean, I've got like less than 10 minutes. Lighthouse, 840 feet.
There's the lighthouse, and I think we're going to make it. At this higher elevation, the sun sets a little later, and we may not be able to see the lighthouse, but at this point, I'm more interested in the sunset.
Almost there. It's gonna happen soon. Check this out. These trees here, I don't know if the camera will do it justice. Down there, the tidal pools, and check it out. Yeah, apparently you can see whales here sometimes. Oh yeah, that was pretty spectacular. Now, let's get back. Back to San Diego. Check out that Fresnel lens in there. Hi. That's a cool looking lens. All right, let's get back. Check out the lighthouse. Just like that, another day comes to an end. Tomorrow we'll continue exploring a little more of San Diego. Well, good morning. Actually, afternoon. It's 12:10. A little bit of a late start today, but work had to be done. This is a very nice area here at the hotel. You get a view of downtown and the airport. Gonna have a little bit of coffee, extra coffee, and off we go. Yeah, it is not like the most luxurious of accommodations, but let me tell you, very convenient. And did I mention downtown views? There it is. Our Toyota with the Idaho plates.
This morning, we're gonna try and get as close to the southern border as we can without actually crossing it. That state park that I visited back in 2019 is closed, so we're not gonna be able to see the wall that goes into the ocean unless we go to Tijuana, but we don't wanna do that today. This is it, the end of the road.
I decided to come to this spot, main reason being this may be the closest we can get to the Mexican border here on Imperial Beach. The state park that I visited back in 2019 seems to be closed. They claim because of a hurricane that came and there's some sewage that maybe, I don't know if I believe that, but that's what they're saying. But anyway, we're getting a pretty cool view here of, let me switch cameras here. That's Tijuana in the distance.
There we have a menacing looking chopper, probably border patrol. That in the distance, Tijuana, Mexico.
There it is.
There, you can kind of see the border wall in the foreground.
Tijuana, Mexico. Yeah, I didn't bring appropriate footwear to get on the beach, but I want to walk a little bit here, see what this warning sign says, and see if we can see the wall that goes all the way into the sea. Oh, there we go. It's that sewage warning that I was talking about. That's why the state park is closed. Anyway, we have a helicopter there, presumably patrolling the border. And by the way, much cooler the temperature here as we get close to the ocean. Let's go down all the way down to the surf. Yeah, kind of hard to walk on these rocks. Better than loose sand though. Here we are.
Here's looking south towards Tijuana. And I wanted to see it again, you know, the wall as it goes into the ocean, but we can't see it from here. And I don't want to get any closer.
Yeah, this is as close as, oh, lots of choppers, lots of helicopters flying around. I have a feeling that guy behind, he's looking after us.
The border fence I'm looking for, I'm sure it's behind that strategically placed sand dune. Well, that went nowhere, but I'm still glad we were able to get that distant view of Tijuana across the border. At some point I want to visit Baja, go south of the border all the way to Cabo. Baja or Bust 2026 maybe? Let's stop here real quick in Imperial Beach. Let's see what this statue is all about.
Well, here we are, Imperial Beach, famous for surfing, and here they have a very cool statue of a surfer, so let's check it out. And yeah, I believe this is the southernmost, probably the southernmost beach in the United States, right? Check it out, the surfer.
Southernmost in California, maybe.
And while we're here, let's just take a look at the beach. The Pacific coast. Oh, and there's a pier.
Looking north, we can see San Diego in the distance.
All right, let's go check out the Hotel Coronado. I do wonder all the significance and the meaning of it all.
Yes, our next stop is Hotel del Coronado. Very iconic. A rare surviving example of the wooden Victorian architectural genre. It is the second largest wooden structure in the United States. And when it opened in 1888, it was the largest resort hotel in the world. One of the towers seems to be undergoing renovation. Self-parking is here in the back. This will cost us a whopping $35 for the first 2 hours and $15 per hour after that. And if we happen to spend $100, they will discount $15. What can I say? The Coronado doesn't come cheap, but here we are, so let's see how it is. They may charge exorbitant prices to discourage us from being here, but we don't care. I want to see it, and I want to show it to you guys. Yeah, unfortunately, parts of the hotel are undergoing renovations. I imagine all that wood requires lots of maintenance, but the part without the scaffolding looks beautiful. I've heard that this hotel, among other Victorian structures, served as inspiration for the Grand Floridian Disney Resort in Orlando, and I can certainly see the resemblance, at least on the outside. Inside, not so much. Here we have some photos from yesteryear. Jazz music in the background. I could get into this. This bar here, however, this lounge, not very lively, not much of an ambience, so let's go outside through this Christmas decorated scaffolding. This is much better here by the pool, although it being winter, not too many people, which I don't mind. I like that sweet spot between it being dead and too crowded, and we may be hitting that spot here today. And here we have the Pacific Ocean. It is a Victorian beach resort after all. And what is that helicopter doing over there? Some kind of rescue exercise perhaps? Lots of military activity in this area. Looking across the beach here, that's Point Loma. That's where we were yesterday visiting Cabrillo. There's the lighthouse, but I can't find the statue. Such a beautiful coast. And definitely some kind of rescue exercise. And I wonder what those igloos are. We'll soon find out, but first, let's sample the local mixology. We get something called Ocean Ice and a dark Manhattan.
That was outstanding. Very relaxing time here at the Coronado, iconic hotel. It's kind of bummed out that it is undergoing renovations, construction. There's scaffolding all over the place. But let's check out the beach here. And such perfect weather day. Check it out.
So quintessentially Southern California. Check it out. They even have an ice skating rink. Very tropical. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll be back when it is not under construction.
Oh yeah. Hotel del Coronado. That was one of those places that, I wanted to visit, go inside. It's iconic. Now, if you want to visit here, be aware that self-parking is $35. Just, it's something that if you're going to just do it once, or twice, and, it's pricey, like as it should be, as it's expected to be. But we had a great time in there.
What a grand hotel. Anyway, for lunch we're going, as it is sometimes the case, with a viewer recommendation. And someone recommended this place in old San Diego called El Agave Restaurant y Tequileria, so that's where we're going. California, along with Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, well, all the border states really have the best Mexican food. This is the Coronado Bridge, by the way, which offers great views of the city. There it is, El Agave. Here we are. It is on the second floor.
No, this place is completely empty, but it is very nice.
They have a huge collection of tequila, over 2,000 different bottles.
Hopefully the food will be good too. I mean, the chips and salsa are really good.
We got some tequila-based cocktails, delicious actually. And here's our food. We got 3 different appetizers. Overall, great experience at El Agave, even if we're the only ones here. Let's go see yet another sunset. We made it in the nick of time. The sun is setting right now, thus ending another day here in San Diego. We're flying back tomorrow, so this is our last Pacific sunset for now. These are the aptly named Sunset Cliffs.
I think, no, it's not a pelican, it's a seagull. Pelicans are over there. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I think this will be a fitting end to our last full day here in the San Diego area, here at Sunset Cliffs, with this wonderful sunset we just witnessed. I mean, the camera doesn't really quite do it justice at this point. Actually, San Diego, pretty cool. I didn't know I was gonna like it this much. Tomorrow we might do we're gonna be without a hotel room the whole afternoon, so we might just do stuff from the car. See you tomorrow. Fly, pelican! Here we are. We just checked out of the Holiday Inn Express. San Diego Airport / Old Town, I think that's what it's called. Now we don't have, we have our luggage with us, so we're not gonna go anywhere far away from the car. But we're gonna try to see, our surroundings. Maybe go out into the desert. We'll see. I mean, it's 10:30 a.m. and we don't have to be in the airport at the airport until 8 p.m. So we have like the whole day ahead of us. 10 hours.
The first thing we're going to visit is Shelter Island. It is close by, and I was looking at it on the map and it seems interesting. Not exactly the blue skies we've become accustomed to here in California, but we'll take it. Here we are, Shelter Island. It seems very nice. It is technically not an island, since it is connected to land. Apparently, it used to be a sandbar, only visible at low tide. It is over a mile long, but not very wide, and from here we're going to get great views of the bay and downtown. San Diego is one of those rare picturesque cities with plenty of places with good views. Yes, beautiful view of downtown, and the bay, and the marina here, even on this grayish day. That's gonna be the naval base. There's a lot of helicopter activity here, always something going on. Very busy airspace. That would be Point Loma over there.
Oh yes, I said that today we're gonna be mostly, wandering around San Diego, see what we stumble upon. And there's this, like a sculpture, some kind of art. It looked like an eagle from a certain angle. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find that angle now. But yeah, very interesting. San Diego, definitely one of those cities that I wouldn't mind returning to. I mean, there's so much to do here, so picturesque. So many places like this one where you can get a beautiful view of the city. There's water, there's all the military activity. And yeah, I guess from here you kind of, could be an eagle, could be like a swan. I don't know. Very cool. Let's continue. There's another body of water that I want to check out. There's our vehicle. I'm calling it the Black Potato because it has Idaho plates.
Let's go to Mission Bay. Scout a good boondocking spot for when we come with the RV.
Be a good boondocking spot on that side. We must investigate.
We're going to drive around Mission Bay and try to stop if we see a good view. Let me try and park around here.
Here's another interesting view.
We're getting farther away from downtown, and that is SeaWorld over on the right. Let's go to that side. There seems to be boondocking, and that's one of those VOR stations for airplane navigation. I mean, this is such a picturesque city. Fiesta Island on Mission Bay Park. This is the last thing we're going to see here in the city. According to what I read, while overnight camping on Fiesta Island is technically not allowed, it is also not really enforced, so you'll see a bunch of full-time campers around here. We've got a bunch of old, mainly Class C and Class A RVs, and the schoolie, it's totally a thing. Actually, all these beaches could be a great spot for day use. More research shall go into this. Now let's get out of here. Let's go to the desert. We're climbing to the mountain pass here on the Cuyamaca Mountains. Our destination is on the other side of the mountain range. We're going to Anza-Borrego Desert State Park, which the only way to truly enjoy it is by hiking the trails, the one thing we're not gonna be able to do today, but I still want to see it. And we'll be back to California at some point. Here we have a vista point coming up, so let's stop and take a break.
I stopped here real quick at this vista point, take a break, and see the view. A little bit of trash here, which is kind of disappointing, but I believe that may be San Diego, out there, way out there in the distance, which is pretty cool. All right, let's continue.
Here's an even better view. Definitely San Diego out there. We can even see the Coronado Bridge. Here, we got off the freeway and onto this road. Japatul Valley Road, I believe. We're going to stop at a town called Julian, famous for the apple pies. Check out this place. We just drove a few miles inland, and what a difference in landscape.
Just a quick stop here on the way to Julian. We're almost at Julian. Check out this valley here. This is called Inspiration Point, and it's considerably colder. We're at like 4,600 feet above sea level, and I'm wondering, could that be the Salton Sea in the distance? I saw it on the map and it is in that direction, but it's really far away.
There's Julian Cafe. Let's try and park.
Julian.
Yeah, Julian Cafe and Bakery. Let's check this place out.
We were gonna go to, we don't really want to leave the car because we have our luggage and everything in here. And the idea was to go to this Julian Bakery and Cafe. Our friend Bill from Utah recommended it. But it's like a sit-down restaurant. I thought it was gonna be like, a place where you could just buy an espresso and keep going. We're gonna keep going to Anza-Borrego. I love the desert. I love the way this area looks, but it's chilly outside. It's in the 50s Fahrenheit. Yeah, we're gonna keep on going.
It is a windy mountain road. We keep going up and up and up.
I decided to stop here at this pull-out because this is my kind of, oh my God, wait till you guys see this. This is my kind of road trip, my kind of adventure.
As C-3PO would have said, what a desolate place this is.
That looks like a trail down there. It's probably just a wash.
I just wish we had the RV with us, because having your own bathroom on a trip like this comes in really handy. We're arriving in Borrego Springs. We're almost there.
Our luck, the visitor center and the bathroom is closed because of a power outage.
Let's go on a little hike to experience the desolate beauty.
Yeah, look at those palm trees. Our view to the east here. Rabbit Pick, Borrego Springs. Yeah, this type of palm tree reminds me of the Slab City area. Well, the visitor center is supposed to be closed, but maybe they have a map outside or something. Otherwise, we'll just wing it. I spoke to a young lady at the visitor center, very helpful. If we don't want to do like any hikes and stuff like that, this would be the road to take, Erosion Road. So we're gonna go to the bathroom in the campground and take Erosion Road. Apparently it takes 1 hour to drive the whole road, and should be very scenic. I mean, we're kind of getting away from San Diego, going in the wrong direction, but look at this place.
Definitely the Salton Sea.
That would be a cool boondocking spot. Definitely have to add this one to the map. Right by the Barst Trail. Well, unfortunately, we have an airplane to catch, and I don't want to arrive in San Diego like in the middle of the night. As it is, it's gonna be nighttime in about an hour. We're 2.5 hours away, so we're gonna just make a U-turn and come back the same way we came, and we might be able to avoid like, yeah, I don't get used to this little car. We might be able to avoid all those mountains and curves. We're gonna take a different route back. I love it. I love the desert. Take a look at this place.
I really wish we could stay longer. I really wish we had the RV, because there's a special allure about this place. All this natural beauty between the Rockies and the Pacific is unparalleled. The desert is calling. I promise we will be back soon.
So this is what you do when you have 3 hours to kill at the airport. You get some work done with some wine. Cheers. My 9 p.m. espresso.
5 hours later, we are arriving by the west coast of Florida, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and a few minutes later, we are descending upon Miami. On the next one, we continue looking for that dream class CRV. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road.